All right, today we're talking about the Out of Office Assistant, which is located in the File tab of your Outlook interface. So we're going to go into the File tab here, and you'll see listed underneath the account settings the Automatic Replies option. So automatic replies or out of office allows you to communicate with people who send you emails even when you're not in the office. Let's say, for example, that you take a vacation for a couple of weeks, or maybe you're attending some sort of training for 3 or 4 days, or even if you're in a conference or some sort of meeting that's going to last you a few hours, and you want to let people know, hey, I'm not here now, but I will eventually respond to your message, you can use the out of office feature in Outlook. Now we're going to go ahead and click on the button to activate that. At the very top, you'll notice that by default, the Do Not Send Automatic Replies is turned on. If you did indeed want to employ this feature, you'd have to click on the Send Automatic Replies radio button. From there, you have one more checkbox here that you have to turn on, and you don't have to turn this on. You could choose to send automatic replies as soon as you click on OK, and make sure everything is OK, or you can specify the exact day and time that you want this automatic message to be sent to people who send you an email. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on this so I can show you what I'm talking about. Let's say, for example, that I wanted to go on vacation, right? Let's pretend that the semester is going to end and I want to let people know that I'm not going to be around for the summer, so they should make alternate plans, something along those lines. I can say, you know what, let me go ahead and turn on my automatic replies, and let's pretend this is the end of the semester. And maybe at the end of the semester, my day on the end of the semester ends at 5 o'clock. Right, so I could say, you know what, from 5 o'clock or maybe even 5:01, depending on how you wanted to handle that, until the beginning of the next semester. So I would say, you know what, it's going to go all the way over until August, perhaps even August 10th, right, because I wasn't going to come back until the 11th, something like that. And on that day, as a matter of fact, I want it to go all the way until 9 p.m., right? So everybody who sends me an email message up until 9 p.m. on Monday the 10th is going to receive this message. The point of this is that you can specify the specific day and the specific time that you want this message to automatically be sent to all those who send you an email, right? And they'll get whatever message you've created for them. Now below that, I want you to notice the Inside My Organization tab and also the Outside My Organization. Can you guess who is inside of your organization? How does Outlook know who your organization is? Well, you learned that in chapters 1 and 2, and that was the global address list, or our GAL. Anybody who is part of your GAL is considered a part of your organization. So what I would do here is I would create two separate messages for those inside of my organization, because they might have different questions for me, I might have different information for them, versus everybody else. Outside of my organization is anybody who is not currently part of your GAL. So for the inside of my organization, these are peers, for example, that are sending me emails, people who are in the administration, right? People who are, again, part of my global address list. So for them, I'd say, thank you for your email. I will be out of the office for summer break until August 10th, 2020, and I've already pre-created this message here. And then perhaps I would give them some information as to who they could contact if they had a question about that was school related. So I give them here a contact name and a way to contact that contact, right, via email and also by phone. And then I say thank you. Now I want you to notice something. Your automatic replies are emails. They're sent out as emails to the people who've emailed you. So they should also follow email protocols, right? We talked about email etiquette in chapter 1. We should always include a subject. We want to have a greeting, a concise body, and we want to have some sort of goodbye, right? We don't want to just send out the email message. Now you'll notice that I don't have a signature here, and that's because I have already programmed my Outlook account to send out an automatic signature to all emails that go out. So it will include that. Now I also want you to notice that down here I've got this little button called Rules. Now the rules allow you to control a little bit more of what happens to emails when you're not there. Let's say, for example, that something comes in from your director and you want that information, you don't want the director to read the information and have to contact the person that you're saying please contact. Perhaps you want that person to know immediately that the director has sent an email message. So you would create a rule. Now we learned about rules in the previous chapter. So from, who is the message from? You would put in here whomever was from your global address list, that was your director, and then from there you would put the send to as to who's going to be receiving that email. Now you could also put in there a specific subject. If, for example, you were receiving reports about a specific issue, if there was something in the message body, right, a certain phrase or words that you wanted to include, you could use these fields. And again, you can choose them anywhere from your global address list. The point is that rules allow you to do something very specific with, again, specific criteria from any email. Right, not just receive a standard email message. I'm going to go ahead and close those out, but I wanted to show those to you because they are a nice way to control how these emails are handled. Okay, so that's my inside of my organization. Now let's talk about the outside of the organization. Now the outside of the organization is everybody else, right? Everybody who's not inside of your gal. So for myself, I consider those people my students. Those are the people that I want to most communicate with. Right, so I still say thank you for your email. That's my greeting. I will be out of the office. I'm still letting them know that I'm going to be out of the office, but I have students who have a certain amount of questions. So if you're a spring 2020 student, all final grades have been entered into your Viking portal, right? I'm letting them know where they can see their grades. If you're inquiring about a fall 2020 course, please make sure to include the specific course and section you're interested in. Now I do that because I want to be able to address students who want to join my classes, but I also want to know specifically which class they're interested in. So I give them a reminder, hey, in case you didn't already do this, please send me that information. And then I let them know that I will be checking my email intermittently, although I don't tell them when, right? It gives me a little bit of freedom there, but I want them to, again, be informed as to how I'm going to be treating their email. Now, I also want you to notice one more thing here. Did you notice that this is an 8-point font here? That's kind of small. So what I'm going to suggest to you is that you take your email text and you make it a little bit bigger, right? You can format this, is the point of this, to reflect whatever style you use in your everyday emails, right? You want to make it a little bit bigger. Do you want to use a different color? Whatever it is, you have some formatting options available to you here. All right, now once I turned on my automatic replies, and again, there were two major categories: inside my organization, my gal people, and then outside of my organization, everybody else. Then I would click on OK, and I want you to notice something. In your account, this automatic replies section is now in this beautiful yellow there. That's letting you know this has been turned on. Emails that come in right now are going to receive this automatic reply. And it's the automatic reply that you typed in, that you set for your audience. Now, if you wanted to turn it off before the date that you had specified, you could always go in and click on turn off, right? And it takes off the feature for you. But otherwise, if it is still turned on, then your audience will be seeing the email message that you pre-created for them. Okay, now that was automatic replies, a really nice feature of Outlook because, again, it does help you to communicate with your audience even when you're not in the office, right? Even if it's for just a few hours, you want to let them know, I'm going to be gone until 4 p.m., but then I will look at your emails, something along those lines. The second thing that I wanted to show you here is the account settings here tells you in this section here that you can access this account on the web. Now, your chapter talks about OWA, right? Online Web Access for Outlook. Usually, a person who uses Outlook is going to log into their computer at their desk, and they're going to open up their Outlook software, their installed software, and they're going to look at their account, right? Download directly from the server onto that computer. Well, OWA allows any person who's part of the GAL and an organization who chooses to publish this link to the web to log into their account from the web, right? So all you would need is this email address here, or this web address, I should say, to be able to log in. Now that does vary by organizations. Most organizations do offer OWA because it's convenient, right? You don't have to be in the office. You can log in from home, or if you're traveling, whatever it is. But some organizations say, you know what, you'd rather not do that. You have to be in the office to do that. So it's up to you to ask your organizational leader which way they want you to handle that.